Hello, everybody! So, I bet you're wondering, well, why haven't I uploaded a video lately? Reason? I'm lazy, okay? Anyways, so, lately, well, not really lately, because, I mean, they did this a long time ago when they did a live-action version of 101 Dalmatians, which, confusingly enough, had its own separate sequel, which is actually different than the sequel to the animated one. But anyways, Disney apparently now like to make live-action remakes of their movies. So here are 5 movies that they probably won't do a live-action remake of. Probably. But first, we gotta do the rules. It has to actually be a Disney movie. Okay? So, no Anastasia, even if it's technically now a Disney movie, no, you're not on this list. Because you are, I guess, technically only a subsidiary of Disney. Okay? And no Pixar, because Pixar isn't Disney. And no Planes, because that movie is too confusing enough, because it's technically not Pixar, but it's in the same universe as Cars, so it is? Ugh. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's move on to number 5. Okay, number 5, Hunchback of Notre Dame. And no, it's not just because of recent tragedy. Okay, well, it is kind of because of recent tragedies, but not because of the fire. It's more because of the whole creepy priest thing. I'm just saying, okay? Like, here, I'm going to go pull up the Wikipedia summary. Okay, here, I'm going to read straight from the Wikipedia page. This film is considered to be one of Disney's darkest animated films, as its narrative explores such mature themes as infanticide, lust, damnation, genocide, and sin, despite the changes made from the original source material in order to ensure a G rating by the NPPA. It's also technically the first Disney movie to have hell in it, although it's more a reference to the place, I think. Yeah. Basically, there's a creepy priest dude. Oh, yeah, he also just straight up kills his mother. I didn't know that, actually. I just knew about his creepy hair sniffing scene. Basically, he starts lusting after this gypsy. The creepy priest dude starts lusting after a gypsy. And he's a sadistic and lustful dude. And he believes that all he does is God's will. So, I'm just saying, what with the whole thing about, no, I'm serious, like right after they have this cute goat scene, the creepy priest dude is just sniffing her hair. And it's like, oh, I can't love you because you're a gypsy. So, you're going to hell. And I'm going to burn you and send you there myself because it's really weird. Well, I'm just saying, what with the whole thing about the priests doing stuff to the kids? Yeah, I don't think a movie involving a creepy priest is the best idea. I mean, I've never actually read the original book. I didn't realize that stuff was in it. And apparently, they toned it down. Dear God. Like, I didn't know about the infanticide thing. Or the genocide bit. And I mean, I knew about the lust and the damnation. But, jeez. Disney, you scary. Number 4. Okay, number 4. Huh. Number 4 is a personally upsetting one to me, because it's one of my favorite movies of all time. Number 4 is Home on the Range. Just, as much as I hate to admit it, not everyone can see the pure theatrical genius that is Home on the Range. And because it didn't do very well in terms of the box office, and some people say that it actually is the reason why Disney doesn't make 2D films anymore, which isn't true, because after that they made Princess and the Frog, which was their last 2D film, I think. Anyways, of course, if they did make a live-action remake, I would totally play Slim. No, oh yeah, that's... Oh. Wait, on second thought... Yeah, I mean, Disney doesn't have a great history with doing live-action westerns. After a certain Lone Ranger movie that was horrible, and, like, the only way to fix that movie and make it less of a steaming pile of crap is to not have it be about the Lone Ranger and just have it be an homage to the Lone Ranger without actually licensing the usage of the Lone Ranger. But really, what I think would have saved Home on the Range, and they could do this to save the animated one, is they go with the thing where Slim was hypnotizing the cows to make an army to become president. Like, I'm not making this up. There was a deleted scene where he says, using hand puppets, he's going to make an army of cows and become president. To which I say, yeah! Slim 2020! And that's all I'm going to say before this video gets demonetized by YouTube for being too political. Number 3. Okay, number 3. Number 3 is a bit of a weird one because it's technically not animated, but it was made by Disney. And I don't think I said that they had to be animated, but this is the only live-action movie I'm including on this list. Because there is no way they would ever remake this. Probably. Song of the South. The movie was banned for being really racist. Even though apparently that's where the song Zippity Doo Dah comes from, and Disney still uses that in some marketing for some reason. Yeah. That's all I have to say on the subject. Okay, I mean, look. The book that movie is based on at least had the excuse of being written when slavery was still a thing, which is not a very good excuse, okay? I want to make that very clear. The movie was made years after, okay? And it's like near Gone with the Wind levels of Southern revisionism and romanticism. That's all I have to say on the subject. Number 2. Okay, number 2. So for number 2, I'm going to go with... This one's going to seem like a cop-out, but I'm going to go with any of the straight-to-DVD sequels. Any of them. Just because it's unlikely... Oh, who am I kidding? If they realize they could make a crap ton of money, they might do it. Okay? I say this is unlikely because there's very few of these are included in, like, the Disney Classics collection. There's only 2 that are included in the Disney Classics collection. Those are Rescuers Down Under, I think, and second Fantasia movie. Or Phantomasia. Yeah. Probably won't remake those. Because, as we've seen, they kind of did something, tried making a sequel to a live-action remake with 102 Dalmatians, which was the sequel to the live-action remake of 101 Dalmatians, which, confusingly enough, is different than the sequel, 101 Dalmatians 2. Yeah. Bottom line, that's a lot of dogs. Finally, number 1! Okay. Number 1. Okay, number 1, I'm going to go with... Let me think for a moment, because I actually don't. Okay, yeah, yeah, I can't think of anything for number 1. I don't know, I guess... Maybe... I don't know, one of those animated Tinkerbell movies? Yeah, let's go with that. The first animated Tinkerbell movie. That's number 1. I don't think they'll make a live-action remake of that. See ya.